Hey, good morning, everyone. I just look at Cindy smiling, and I feel the love of God. She's great. And looking out at all of you is also, I feel the love of God. Thank you for being here this morning. I want to share with you a couple of poems by Mary Oliver in her book called Devotions. Easy to remember on a Sunday morning, right? And we just had I think it's our first kind of sticking snow. What is this, January 7th? And this happened on the 6th. But in any case, it's called The Storm. Now, through the white orchard, my little dog romps, breaking the new snow with wild feet. Running here, running there, excited, hardly able to stop, he leaps, he spins, until the white snow is written upon in large, exuberant letters. A long sentence expressing the pleasures of the body in this world. Oh, I could not have said it better myself. I think we've seen dogs do that, and kids do that, and maybe even you remember yourself doing that. Tom even made a snowman yesterday. And he's like 71 years old. Oh, 2? Okay, sorry about that. The simple things of life that we can have joy of. This is called I Own a House. I own a house, small but comfortable. In it is a bed, a desk, a kitchen, a closet, a telephone, and so forth. You know how it is. Things collect. Outside, the summer clouds are drifting by, all of them with vague and beautiful faces. And there are the pines that bush out spicy and ambitious, although they do not even know their names. And there is the mockingbird. Over and over he rises from his thorn tree and dances. He actually dances in the air. And there are days I wish I owned nothing like the grass. So if you think about spirit as always being there. And I believe I have one last one. Also on the theme of joy, which we're about to enter into with our white stone ceremony. Don't hesitate. If you suddenly and unexpectedly feel joy, don't hesitate. Give into it. There are plenty of lives and whole towns destroyed or about to be. We are not wise and not very often kind, and much can never be redeemed. Still, life has some possibility left. Perhaps this is its way of fighting back, that sometimes something happens better than all the riches or power in the world. It could be anything. But very likely you notice it in the instant when love begins. Anyway, that's often the case. Anyway, whatever it is, don't be afraid of its plenty. Joy is not made to be a crumb. So anyway, welcome and thank you for listening to Mary Oliver with me. If we could say aloud together our vision. A world powerfully transformed through shared spiritual awakening. And our mission, advancing the movement of spiritual awakening and transformation through unity, a positive path for spiritual living. And our values, abundance, acceptance, community, diversity, integrity, joy, and love. And we celebrate our children by saying together, Unity of Appleton sees the divinity in all children and nurtures their unfolding spirituality. And our daily word for today is wholeness. I see myself whole, complete, and as a living expression of God. My thoughts fill my consciousness with the divine idea of wholeness. My words affirm this wholeness. Through my actions, I bless the life energy in my body with the right balance of rest, exercise, and nutrition. I live from my wholeness even if I experience illness. I may receive treatment, but I do not consider myself weak or diseased. I move through every health challenge with faith and grace, trusting the experience has come to pass. I remember wherever I am, whatever may be happening, divine life is always seeking to express through me to restore my awareness of wholeness, which is and will always be my true spiritual state of being. And from Luke chapter 11, verse 34, your eye is the lamp of your body. If your eye is healthy, your whole body is full of light. But if it is not healthy, your body is full of darkness. And so if you'd like to say aloud with me, wholeness is my nature and the truth of my life.
We have a new song for you today, which we would like to, first of all, say, hey, happy first service in 2024. And Marylou, who I don't know if she can hear us or not, but this was one that she recommended for today's service, and we love it. So here we go. You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings.
The service is.
And with every step you take, bless the progress that
connections
you
unstable.
make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things. You will do amazing. morning, speaking of amazing things, we have our Minister of Record, Dr. Reverend Marylou Palmer Cardoza. I just like saying that. It sounds cool. Marylou Palmer Cardoza. For this really amazing white stone ceremony. So we're very grateful that she's going to be leading us through that this morning. So welcome to Marylou.
Good morning, Unity of Appleton. I praise you for just showing up. You know, sometimes in life, it's just showing up for whatever is in front of us. And we have an opportunity to do something that can change our world. In fact, the white stone ceremony can rock your world if you let it. Today is Epiphany. Epiphany is this great big word that means it's a light bulb moment. It's a moment of revelation. It is the day in which historically the Christian church would honor the wise men who brought gifts to provide for the next chapter in the Holy Family's existence. It would enable them to flee from fear and persecution and spend time in safety. And isn't that what I want? What you want is that we want to have all the things that we are needed for in this moment to protect and guide and direct us for the next chapter. Well, for many people, this time of the year is their most favorite time. Just since Thanksgiving, we have celebrated over 16 different religious holidays as a country, as a world, as a civilization. And it's a time of holy days. It's a holy days of light. It's a time for reflections. It's a time for releasing the old. It's a time for setting new intentions. It's a time for new beginnings. So my question when I was thinking about how to present this is, what is time for? For many people, when I was looking up in the dictionaries online, it was like, this is a time that keeps the past from being the future. And it's like, oh, well, that's kind of a weird sense of past and future and nothing about now. As I was doing the research, I found this meme that was attributed to Tesla that said, we are one, separated by egos, beliefs, and fear. And I think that time is one, and it's only separated by egos, beliefs, and fears. We want to keep the past behind us in so many ways, because we want the future to be different, but we're not here to celebrate this now moment. And so in so many ways, for me, this white stone ceremony is about celebrating this now moment. In fact, there's an article by Robert Perry on the Circle of Atonement website that talks about this two views of time, that we can either use time to separate the past and the future and keep things in order, or we can celebrate the eternal now moment. The ego sense of separation is all that is. That's what the ego means. It's that sense of separation. It's that sense that I'm here and you're there, or you're there and I'm here, or whatever it is. I don't know. But we're so heavily invested in this sense of separation about keeping the past alive, because that's where all the learning we've had so far is. And so we invest in this past, and that the past is the predictor of the future, but it's not. There is a moment, a pause between yesterday and tomorrow, and it's today. Today. It is the only day we have right now. that we're experiencing. The Course in Miracles says that one absolute thing that's always true about the past is that it's not here.
Practice lip reading. We can do this.
Marylou, we can't hear you.
Just a couple minutes.
Okay, for the last few minutes, yeah. We still can't hear you. No, we still can't. No.
I'm on.
Oh, we heard just a second of it. No.
Okay.
Oh, now we hear you.
You're back.
What's
Gotcha.
option 2?
We hear you now.
You're back.
No, we just lost you.
Oh,
Oh, wait, now we hear you.
Is there a way to do sometimes you can show closed
Oh,
okay, tech geniuses in the world. What are we to do now?
Suggest Mary Lou turn on.
okay, yeah, you're fine now.
What a thought! What a thought! I'm fine now. Okay. Well, you know, there was this great setup on how the past is different than the future, and that we can only be in this now moment.
Yeah. Okay.
That work?
I think we're okay with it. Yeah.
Okay.
Are we alive, alert, and awake in this now moment?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, she did hear. Okay.
Here, us.
All right. So the only one thing that's absolutely true about the past is it's not here now. And for me, that makes all the difference. It is about changing our worldview from time that the past is the most important because it is the predictor of the future. But it isn't. Today is the predictor of the future. Now is the predictor of the future. And so the Course talks about, this Course in Miracles talks about how we must live in this present moment. And that's what the white stone is all about. This white stone was given to those who had served their time for their errors, their crimes, their punishment had been resolved. And so when you came in this morning, you were given a white stone that has in it a completion of all the things that has ever happened to you. You can be complete now. The past is over. It can touch you not. But the future is unfolding moment by moment. One of my teachers, Robert Perry, talks about this different view of the eternal now moment. There was a revolution that happened in the early 20th century. Remember when we used to have 8mm film projectors and the light was in the projector and the film passed in front of the light and you saw images up on the wall. Well, this image is a fleeting one. It was the shadows created on the film that blocked the light. And that's the way time is. It is the shadows of our mind projected out into the world. And that we are beings of light, and that we can turn around instead of looking at the shadows on the wall. We can turn around and look to the light, to be the light. Because as children of light, we are needed as never before. The film, the grievances, the beliefs, the sense of separation is so great. It is if the darkness is trying to overcome the light. And we have a choice. Are we going to pay attention to the projector screen? Or are we going to turn ourselves around and pay attention to the light that we are, to the light that flows in and through our very existence? And so our challenge is to find a way to claim this now moment, to be the light. As my friend Robert Perry says, it is impossible for us to see two worlds, because we either cling to this vision of the film, the projector screen in front of us, or we're going to turn our lives around to see with the light and allow that to be our focus. Because when we see us as the light, we are as God created us. All that we are is pure and holy. We are made by a holy divinity that created life itself and endowed us with those same creative expressions of the light. And as such, when we hold on to the past, the beliefs of the past, the separation, the darkness, we carry it forward. And so as children of the light, we must claim that we are as God created us. Another one of the lines out of the Course in Miracles is, this holy instant is all that there is. This holy instant is a way that we have conceived of time that defeats our aim. If I elect to reach past time into timeliness, I must change my perception of what it is for. The only interval in which I am saved from time is now. In this instant has forgiveness been given me. The birth of the Christ in me, this holy light being, is now. Without a past, without a future, Christ has come to be the present blessing in this world, restoring our world to timelessness, to love, to this ever-present love that is here and now. And so I'm going to invite you to close your eyes as I share some other selections from the Course to talk about this new perception. The past is over. It can touch us not. The past is over. It can touch us not. The truth of this is a change in perception from what has been to what will be. Unless the past is over in my mind, the real world of light and love must escape my sight. for I am looking nowhere and seeing but what is not there. The past was made to hide this world, but there is no past, and what is forgiven is gone. The present moment is all I see, and it is in this light I find purpose. It is in this light I find meaning. The only time in which I can be saved from time is now. In this holy instant, the birth of Christ comes to me. He is the present blessing. It is the love that I am. Today, let us behold each other in this light of Christ. How beautiful we are, how holy, how loving. Brother, sister, come to me and join with me today. We save the world when we are joined, for our vision becomes as holy as the light that we have within. I place the future in God's hands. I release the past, for it is gone, and what is present is freed from any continuation of grief or misery or pain or loss. It becomes the instant in which time escapes the bondage of illusions. In each instant that we transform into a holy moment, we are free. And now all the glory of God Himself, of God herself, shines upon the world to share our holiness. You have been given a moment in time, a white stone. Reflect what this means to you, and allow your mind to connect with the light that it is. And in this light, shine upon all that is, creating, recognizing, releasing, guiding us into the future. Upon this stone, you have the ability to write. Word this holy moment brings to you to provide the information for your future. In this moment, allow the holiness to bring up all that you need for your future. in the silence of this moment, allow this energy by setting this intention. And if a word comes, celebrate it. And if you sit in the silence, trust, have faith that your word will come to you when needed. Allowing this energy to percolate into the freedom of the light that you are in this moment, in this place, in this holy moment. In the stillness of this moment, will give us the hope that we have found the way and have traveled so far along a wholly certain goal. The hush of heaven holds our hearts today. How quietly do all things fold into place. Today is the day that I come to understand that there is nothing I need to do. In God, every choice is already made, every conflict resolved. We claim God's peace is now. Our heart is quiet, our mind is at rest, for the light has come. Breathing that in, breathing that out, we allow it to be. And once you're comfortable and have your word, or it might be that truly you just need a white stone to remind you that the past is over and light is all that is. Breathing it in, breathing it out, we make it real. We give focus. We give consciousness to this moment in time. And as a community, linked hearts and mind together, we say amen and thank you, God. Together, amen and thank you, God.
You take these with you, so you know, these are yours.
And we turn this back to Linda and trust that all things are working together for our highest good.
I see that some of you are still working. Take another minute or so in silence, and then we'll move into our affirmative prayer. That was truly a lovely and inspiring talk, and I know we all look forward to our discussion at the end of our service to share our thoughts on how this inspired and moved us. At this point of our service, together we do an affirmative prayer of our own well-being, where you draw to mind prayerful needs, where we, for yourself, your family, your friends, your community, your world. And this is where I now feel like I'm talking to my 4-H club. And Karen knows what I'm talking about because we are both 4-Hers. So, but do call to mind people, situations that need reminders, affirmations of their connection with the divine, with love, that is their true self, always and everywhere. So now if we could say aloud but softly all together the names or the situations or concerns. So we'll just say that together now, quietly and softly. Linda. And we breathe into this space of peace and love, and know that whatever needs the person or situation feels they have is already fulfilled, is already met. So thank you with that. And we now move to our prayer affirming our prosperity for Unity of Appleton. And so this is a time when those of us who feel Unity of Appleton is our spiritual home, we do practice putting spirit first in our financial life. And this practice prospers the spiritual community we love and supports our own spiritual growth and prosperity. So please give whatever amount Spirit guides you to give, whether it is in person or electronically. Whatever that amount is, take that gift into your heart and bless it with your love. And feel free to bless the plate as it passes by. And let yourself feel grateful to God in you as your one source. Then please join in our affirmation of prosperity. Unity of Appleton is alive with the energy of Spirit, in the flow of divine abundance, and radiant with unlimited possibilities. And our celebration of giving and receiving. Divine love in and through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I joyfully give and willingly receive. I give in love, and I trust God as my source.
This is one that we wrote. We don't write a lot of them.
We gotta live with the mess sometimes, right? We gotta sit in the chaos.
Wake up, you sleepyhead, your life's going by. Each moment that passes is lost, and now's the time to put on your traveling shoes, step out the front door, take a chance, take a risk. In life there's much more. If you're always looking behind you, the away is within. So wake up, now the journey begins. What's that you're thinking now? It's too late to start. Well, your spirit is ageless, she's deep in your heart. So echo each thought that lies, see your dreams take hold. Can't you see you're alive and you're free to grow? If you're always looking behind you, you'll only see where you've been. But the ways forward, the ways within. So wake up, now the journey begins.
Okay, that song really fit in with the talk. Did you have that all planned out?
Yes, of course.
Wow. So, anyway, it just is one more example of synchronicity and spirit all being in aligned and manifesting as we've come together here today. And we thank each and every one of us for sharing our gifts. Thank you. Thank you. Announcements. Embody 2024. Embrace your being with your big being with loving awareness. Today, 1 to 3 o'clock, $24 at the door, and this is with Mark and Savi.
Or by donation. Come if you feel like you want to be here, just come.
Okay, thank you. New year, new book study group. Join us for a new book to explore Monday nights here at Unity from 6 to 7 p.m. starting tomorrow night. The book is by Locke Kelly, The Way of Effortless Mindfulness. And thank you, Bedford, and for coordinating this and leading us. Men and Women's Mastermind is this Saturday, January 13th from 8:30 to 10 a.m. here. There's a
Just to worry about that, we have lots
Please.
of people.
Oh, sure. So what Mastermind is, we meet once a month. Always is it the second Saturday from 8:30 to 10. The men have been meeting here in the sanctuary. The women have been meeting on, where do we meet? In the basement, the cafe. And we have a step program that we read through to connect us with our master, the spirit, mastermind or the spirit. And we set an intention of that we can then focus on for the month. And it's it's really powerful. I usually attend. So if you have any more questions, feel free to talk with me or yes, go ahead, Emily.
I would just like to say that this is a worldwide program.
And
People all over the world meet in groups and follow the step process.
And so Emily is saying that this is a worldwide program, and I'm not sure if it was created by Unity or where else? Okay. Well, anyway.
According to Bedford, it was you.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Unity creation worldwide. We are having a budget planning meeting directly after Mastermind, and so let's see. We'll be sitting in. I'll just read this. Next Saturday, we prepare a budget for 2024. Interested in how this process works or have some suggestions, please join Cindy, our treasurer, board treasurer, and Carrie, our board president, and others as we set our sights on financial stability and growth. And we'll meet in the boardroom at 10 o'clock after the mastermind groups are concluded. Okie doke. And a message from Board President Carrie Polakowski.
Thanks, Paige. Love that, as you
You
know.
know how much she loves standing up in front of us and talking.
Yes, thanks. Anyway, I thought I was nervous before. Now I'm really, anyway. Yeah. As my time on the board comes to a close, I found myself reflecting on the past years. And I know that my leadership has benefited Unity of Appleton, but I really feel like it's benefited me more. And I wanted to share that with you. In the 6 years I've been on the board, I have had the privilege and honor of working with at least 15 different people who have put their energy, time, and love into the job of leading this community. And I say job loosely because it's been such a blessing in my life. It's been a joy, it's been an inspiration to serve with all of these wonderful people. I mostly wanted to tell you, though, what profound personal and spiritual growth happens in this space of volunteering. And when Marylou talked about the past is not predictor of the future, boy, she couldn't have been more right with me. Many of you have seen that kind of outward manifestation of my own personal development. I mean, my knees don't shake anymore. My heart doesn't pound quite as fast as it used to when I was speaking with all of you. But my spiritual growth, though, is what I've noticed the most. Like many of you, I've read a lot of books for spiritual growth and had lots of great conversations. But really, serving on the board has like jump-started my awareness of who I really am and who I'm called to be more than any book could ever do. I'm more in tune with my inner wisdom than ever before. My faith that all is in divine order is rock solid. I don't judge people, including myself, nearly as much as I used to. I usually think before I speak now. I have a bigger appreciation for my own gifts and the gifts of other people. And I wonder if you want to do that too, if you want that. Being on the board does require some time, but most of the things that I do at Unity, like you'll see me everywhere, and most of the things I do are not related to being on the board at all, like the decorating and the greeting and being on other committees. They're just a fun way for me to contribute, and they're not a board requirement in any way. I am grateful for the chance to serve in whatever ways I can here, and to know that Unity of Appleton is really and truly a community for spiritual growth is really important to me and has been evident in my life. So being part of the board has done that for me. And I just wanted to let you know.
So, want some more joy and spiritual fulfillment in your life? How about a way to serve yourself and your spiritual community at the same time? Join the Board of Trustees. Currently, we only have 3 continuing members of the board, and according to our bylaws, we must have 4 to 6 to maintain our affiliation with Unity and to maintain ownership of this building. Not sure if you have the skills? No worries. This position offers on-the-job training, free mentorship, spiritual support, and deep friendships. What a great opportunity. Say that again. What a great opportunity! Contact any board member for more information and fill out an application today. Please return all applications by January 18th. And you know where those applications are? On the Connect and Serve table. You will all happily pick one up before you leave. Any one of you that you qualify if you've been a member of Unity for 1 year. And so I'm serious. You pick one up and you hold that in prayer this week and you return it next week, Sunday. So we have 3 wise board members that are leaving, and we have 3 wise board members that are staying, and we absolutely need a 4th. But for a healthy board, 6 is the very best. This means you. Uncle Sam means you. This means you. I grew up in the... No pressure. Well, the pressure's on. It's this week.
That's not so bad. And the other thing to keep in mind is that, speaking as somebody who's been in and out and in and out and in and out, and that's for a good reason, because I can't be a leader of something else and be on the board at the same time. So it's not always like I want to leave or have to leave, because I was there for a few years and in and out. Anyway, I just want to say that it's not so scary, guys. You know, and honestly, if you can commit for a year, you know, that's great. If you commit for 6 months, that's great as well. But we want to, you know, especially, you know, get to know you and get to help you find your love, which is helping this guy in unity. So anyway, I'm done now.
Thank you, Jay. And I was asked to do a prayer for this as a follow-up, and I feel like it's sort of been said in a rather joyous and optimistic way, and it's a truthful way. And I've certainly developed in intimacy skills and connecting with people in my 3 years on the board. And also, I'm so glad you shared how you've grown, Carrie. And yeah, hugely. Thank you. Okay, so let's move on, please. We have some soup downstairs and bread, and it's available today. It's $5 a person, and we've got meat and vegetarian options. So come for food and fellowship at 11:45. Okie doke. Our prayer for protection. If you'd like to stand, and we'll say this together. The light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
So this one is for you, Beverly.
She loves this one. You'll recognize it.